I never finished my Laguna unboxing. So here's Laguna after I brushed her hair all out. I'm going to do a little boil wash on her soon. Probably not tonight. I don't know if I feel like it. Although maybe I will. I'm just cutting off the band that's holding her necklace on because I hate those. Oh my god. I'm going to show you each of her accessories, and then I will talk about them. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done this, guys. You have to give me some... One of my videos, and listen to this, I was talking about vintage body types on Barbies. Vintage Barbie and Skipper dolls from 1965. That video got like 100 views. Most views I have gotten on any of the videos on my channel. Which is, I think it's due to the title. I think there's like keywords in it. Because like some of the other titles I have, like my cooking video, even though I think that video is incredible, it has like 40 views. And the title of it is Get It Shoddy, in parentheses, ooh yeah. So here's Laguna. Okay. Let's go bottom up. Here are her shoes. These are a new shoe mold, and they are kind of similar to her core doll. In that they are pink strappy sandals, but they are an entirely new sculpt. And they're super cute, actually. They have lots of cute little details on them that I will attempt to show you. Wow! Starfish and waves. And there's skeletal fish on the flaps. You can't see it very well. There's fishies on the straps, dead little fishies, like skeletal fishies. In a cute cartoon way. These would be super cute with some paint. And I think I probably will if in my Out Lagoona custom. This piece of hair is so annoying. I know it's my bangs or whatever. Like, can you just be over there maybe? It's not long enough to tuck behind my ear, so I go like this all the time and it doesn't do anything. No one asked. Next accessory is her little bracelet, which I believe is a recast of an accessory she had on her collector edition doll. Laguna was the first character in G3 to get a collector's release. Fun fact for you. It's this cute little bubble bracelet. It's made to look like two bracelets, and I'm definitely going to be using that for her gyaru design because, like, lots of accessories, obviously. But it's very cute. It doesn't have most bracelets that Monster High dolls come with have a slit to like put them on and off easier without having to remove their hand to do so. But the higher quality ones don't. I don't know what that was. We can look at her necklace. It's a nice string of pearls with a abstract octopus in the middle. This is taken from her Monster Fest doll. It's a little hard to put back on. This is so embarrassing. Actually, I'm going to leave it off because I want to show you her clothes in close-up as well. This is her belt. This is not a recast of a previously existing belt, but I think it is I think they modeled this belt off of a pre-existing belt because it looks very similar to one that she has worn before. It's hard to see because it's white, so the detail is low, but it's strings of pearls and rope and kelp. And then on the bottom here is a little seahorse. Can you see that? It's a little seahorse. I learned recently that this type of closure on a belt for a doll is called a mushroom closing. You learn something new every day. Her earrings are recolors of her core doll earrings. So one of them is a large ball and the other one is a skeletal fish. And on her core doll, these are blue, like a tealish color. Hi, Papa. He looked at me funny. All right, now we can talk about her clothes, which are entirely new. And I really like them because, as I mentioned, I love mesh. Mesh is so cute. I think all dolls should have mesh. So that's not true. I think that more dolls should have mesh clothing pieces. So as you can see, this is this is the mid-budget body. There used to be only one type of budget body, and it was this one. And then they started releasing the, I don't even know what they're called, the mystery ones. It's a gotcha system, but for dolls, and the dolls have no articulation in the upper body. Or the knees. The only articulation that they have is at the wrists, but not at the elbows. And I'm so glad that I figured that out, because I almost bought one, because I thought they were fully articulated. How are you gonna sell me a $15 doll, only $2 cheaper than this doll, and make it lose half its articulation? Who do you think I am? Mattel. We need to have a word. But anyway, I can show you. She has no chest articulation, whereas I don't really feel like undressing any of the rest of my Monster High dolls right now. But they have it. You've seen it on Frankie when I showed you their top surgery. So I like that I love a good matching set. Who doesn't love a cute matching set, you know? Lagoona is actually a very hard doll to dress and undress because they insist on giving her like stretchy clothes instead of completely removable ones. And she has fins that are very bulky, and it makes it hard to get them over her fins. Anyways. Just give me a second. I'm gonna have to cut this video up. Ugh. I make myself laugh too much. Oh, Draculaura, hold on, wait. This Draculaura is topless. Please excuse her hair. It's polypropylene. But you can see she has an articulated chest. And Lagoona does not. What was I doing? Mippy, are you so cute? Let me throw your ball. You want it? Okay. Here's her little shirt. It's got a nice cutout top with the mesh on the upper bodice and the sleeves. Makes it very cute. And the pattern is of like kelp and dead fishes with like a rainbow tie-dye background. What I like about this doll is the inclusion of like a heavy use of black in her design. Since Lagoona is so brightly colored, the contrast that it creates with the contrast that black creates in her design looks really cute. So here's her skirt. It is stretchy. There's no elastic in the back. It's just a waistband. And it's made out of the same fabric as the top. And I think that matching sets can sometimes be a little lazy. Instead of making pieces that actually pair nicely together, you're just choosing the safe option by making the pattern match. But since this is a budget doll, that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to give them any flack for that, you know? My cat will get mad at me if I don't play fetch with her. The fins on the side meant to like mimic gills. I love this color. Bright green. Yes, please. I do love a little bit of green, you know? A little bit of green. For her outfit, I think I definitely will be using this top on, maybe not this one for her Gyaru look, but definitely on another Lagoona, because I think this top is so cute. The skirt, I don't know about. Like, I like it, but I can't like envision very many outfits with it in mind. Let me show you her face. This screening is very, very similar to her core screening, with the lips drawn thinner. That might just be a production quirk of my doll. Like, that might not be how it actually is supposed to look. But her makeup is almost exactly the same as it is on her core doll, with like slight alterations in the intensity of her under eye highlight. These scales on top of her head, I don't like them. I got rid of them on one of my other Lagoonas. I wiped them because I just didn't like them very much, you know? I don't know, they seem, first of all, they're never centered properly. They are never centered. They make her whole face look askew. And you know what? At one point I liked the teal eyebrows, but I think blonde might suit her better. I mean, obviously, for a Gyaru, she's gonna have blonde eyebrow. She's gonna have blonde eyebrows. Duh. And her lip will obviously be much closer to a pale nude. I'm so excited for it though. Oh my gosh. Lagoona has such a gorgeous mold. I'm gonna put her hand back on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna redress her and then I'll put her hands back on. For now, I can't really start this custom yet. You know, I don't have any of the supplies that I would need to do it. But I can think about it in my head and, you know, be happy, because I love to think with my head. And, you know, the way I talk in these videos makes it seem like I don't ever think. Tell me if that was a good joke in the comments below. Let me know what you think of me as a person in the comments below. If you hate me, leave a comment below. If you want me to kill myself, leave a comment below. See, I think one of my issues is that I think I'm too funny. Like, my jokes, I think, are hilarious. And no one seems to agree with that. But that won't stop me. I'm probably gonna cut this part out. Well, I struggle to put on a fucking doll skirt. That did it. Got it over her fins. I like this shirt so much I might actually steal the pattern for it. I might map out the pattern for it and remake it as my own shirt. What I think is a travesty is that Lagoona doesn't have blue hands to match her blue legs. I think that her doll should have had, so here's her legs for comparison. What they do is they paint, they make the lower leg out of a different plastic than the upper leg, and then they paint a gradient to match. You can see on the back of her knees, that circle is there because they don't want the paint to flake off, so that when she bends her knee, it's, you know. Anyway, what I think that they should be doing, making her hands out of a similar plastic as this, and this plastic is actually a completely different type of plastic that's used, and probably wouldn't be best for hands because it's very brittle, and hands need to be relatively flexible to come off of the doll. But I think they should make her hands blue also, and then make this a gradient. Put the gradient like here, so it fades blue up to her arms, like right here. That's what I think, because everyone wanted to know. I'll probably be repainting her fins a little bit, just to make them match, because honestly, I don't like that, like, okay. Listen. In G1, Lagoona had webbed hands, which was awesome. She just has normal fucking hands. Those are just normal fucking hands now. Like, come on, be interesting about it, at least, you know? Like, there was a lot of difference in hand shape and size depending on the type of monster in G1 back in the day. And because they didn't have any other body diversity, I guess that was, like, okay. You know, it makes sense for that. But when you are investing in body diversity on a much larger scale, you can't also invest that money into different hand shapes and sizes, although they probably definitely could because they're a multi-million-dollar company. Multi-billion, probably. I don't know. I haven't checked the fucking stocks recently. This doesn't matter. Driving in my car right after a beer. Anyway. Thanks for coming to my video. Like and subscribe for more doll content. Leave me a comment on what you want to see next. If there is a question you have, maybe I can film part of my custom process. That'll take a while, obviously, because I don't have any stuff. I explained this already. I don't have any shit right now. Soon. Let me know. Love you guys.